Good evening, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network. My name is Todd Kazazak, and we welcome you here at the Ice Vault for the Passaic County Tournament, where WMPQPL, the number 3 seed, will be taking on the number 2 seed, and that is the PCTI Bulldogs. Once again, we welcome you to this broadcast. So let's get into the stats and your starting goaltender. So for WMPQPL, they're coming to this game with an overall record of 7-7-0, undefeated at 5-0-0 in the Big North Stripes Division, and they're coming off a 6-3 loss against the Wayne hockey team on Sunday, January 11th. And for the PCTI Bulldogs, they're coming to this game with an overall record of 6-7-1, and they're also coming off a loss against Ramsey Indian Hills 3-1 on Sunday, as well as January 11th, and they're 1-3-1 in the Big North Stars Division. Let's get into your bracket. So here's your current bracket going into tonight here. So Wayne and Clifton, which is the 1 and the 4 seed, are currently playing right now in Ring 2. We'll give you any score updates when we get the chance to. And for this matchup, number 2 seed is PCTI, WMPQPL, the number 3 seed. It will be a close, gritty matchup. Both these teams are 1-1-0 against each other in the regular season meetings. The first game was WMPQPL at PCTI, so PCTI was the home team. WMPQPL came up on top with that 3-2 victory. Me and Billy DeMio were covering that game. And shout out to Billy DeMio, he scored in tonight's game for the Clifton and Wayne matchup. And also the second meeting, WMPQPL lost as the home team. So PCTI was the away team. So it was a 4-3 game. So again, both these games were decided by 1 goal. And another big factor is that WMPQPL hasn't been really good as the home team. So maybe this is a good thing that they are playing as the away team tonight. Anyways, let's get into your starting goaltender. But before we do that, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe is completely free and helps us out a ton. Send this message to your family and friends who can subscribe. And also, this radio broadcast and recording is brought to you by our official sponsors, ProBet.com and TopWarriorBaskets.com. So here is your starting goaltender. It is Matt Montina. He is 7-7-0 on the season with a .906 save percentage, and he is averaging 37.71 saves per game with a goals against average of 3.93, and Matt Montina with 1 shutout on the season. Some pretty good numbers despite the high goals against average, and it's mainly because of the high shots he faces per game. So a .906 save percentage with that high of a goals against average is actually pretty good. Be sure to check out the TJK shop. Link in the description below. It is TJK152.com/shop to go check out our latest merchandise, as well as to be sure to follow our socials. We are available on Instagram and TikTok, both are at TJK Network. And for more information on Sportsnet, go to TJK152.com/network. And once again, our shop link is TJK152.com/shop. And again, the links are all in the description below. And unfortunately, since we cannot broadcast in the Ice Vault, be sure to follow our team report page on Instagram. It is at WMPQPL Report. So here we are as we get ready for the 2026 Passaic County Tournament semifinal round, as the top 3 seeds get a bye into the semifinal. The 2 lowest seeds play a preliminary quarterfinal round matchup. That was the 4 seed Clifton and 5 seed Lakeland, where Clifton won that one 11-4 for the 4 seed to advance, and now they're currently playing Wayne. We'll give a little score update on that. It is currently 4-0 Wayne as we speak right now. Going into that first intermission, which is what is currently in right now, as we get ready for the starting lineups here at Ice Vault Arena. Once again, my name is Todd Kazazak here on TJK Network Radio. We hope you guys enjoy this radio broadcast session. The video recording will come out within 1 to 2 days. Our quickest ETA is to get it out overnight. We like to do some edits. Here we go.
Welcome to the Ice Vault Arena for tonight's Passaic County Tournament contest. This tournament semifinal has the number 3 seeded Highlanders from Westover matched up against number 2 seeded Bulldogs from Passaic County Institute. It will prove a great exhibition for Passaic County Ice Hockey. Today's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the New Jersey State High School Athletic Association. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators cannot promote the sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion should not be tolerated, and could subject the violator to infection or may result in penalties game is tested against your team. Each person is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. On behalf of the administration of the State County Coaches Association, the NJSIAA, and the participating schools, we wish to remind you that the ideas of good sportsmanship are a major part of this contest, and each of you should make every effort to promote this goal. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please be aware of your surroundings. Occasionally, toss of other objects or EPA service can cause bodily injury, so please pay attention at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce our starting lineup. Starting with West Number Pequannock. Starting at forward, number 8, Christopher Curtello. Number 14, Dan Divertis. At forward, number 63, Jack Murphy. On defense, number 41, Brady Klein. On defense, number 80, Michael Watt. And in goal, number 27, Matt Montana. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce the starting lineup, your State County Tech Bulldogs. Starting at forward, number 11, Sebastian Brucey. At forward, number 28, Brady Shamble. At forward, number 18, Zach Sutter. Defense, number 22, Trevor Cooper. Defense, number 12, Michael Epperelli. And goal, number 30, Nick Sylvasis. As we honor America with a strong final band.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, here for the Passaic County Tournament semifinal, where 3-seeded WMPQPL takes on the number 2 seed PCTI Bulldogs. A third matchup here between these two teams, both decided by 1 goal and both tied 1-0 when it comes to regular season meetings. So hopefully it is a good matchup. WMPQPL, though, still needs to get out of this rough patch that they've been in as of late. Ever since the Winter Classic and being 6-3-0 in the season, they've went 1-4 since then. They had a 3-game losing streak. It was snapped by a comeback overtime win against PML, but they're coming off a loss against Wayne 6-3. And PCTI, of course, looking to get themselves back on it too, as they dropped the game against 3-11 Ramsey and Hills, something that definitely is a tough one to swallow for the Bulldogs. But anyways, let's hopefully see and look forward to a good matchup here in the Ice Vault. So here we are with the opening face-off here, as PCTI has it here in the neutral zone. They'll dump it into the WMPQPL D zone here. Michael Watt there with it. Tries to clear it, but the Bulldogs keep it in here. A shot right there, and a save made by Matt Montina to start things off here, and he'll hold on to it. Face off won by the Bulldogs, but they're not able to keep it in the zone here, as this one's knocked up high here. And as the Bulldogs re-enter in here, WMPQPL trying to get this one out as they bring this one around the boards here. Trying to clear this one out here. Foul for it inside the WMPQPL D zone here. The Bulldogs are not accustomed to county tournament runs. They're currently on an active three-peat here for Passaic County Tournament Championships. And they're definitely looking to get their way back to the final and repeat as county champions for a fourth time. So this is definitely going to be a tough matchup, as well as WMPQPL looking to get some revenge from 2 years ago when they, as the 1 seed, were taken out in the county final by the Bulldogs in a part of their three-peat run. Obviously, not super revengeful, you can say, because obviously both teams have very different cores now, especially the Bulldogs, now that most of that core from the three-peat run is all graduated now, and this new young core is now in effect for the Bulldogs. So it's going to be an interesting matchup here as PCTI is going to ice this puck here. So the face-off will come into the Bulldog zone. Again, your starting goaltender for the Bulldogs will be, once again, Nick Stilianesis, who started in both the previous regular season meetings for WMPQPL and PCTI. Puck turned over here. The Bulldogs looking to capitalize. Here, a shot, and they score. And the Bulldogs strike first. Not a good start here for WMPQPL. That turnover there. This is going to be Sebastian Rusin, who will get the goal, assisted by Zach Soder and Braden Shamble. So not a good start here for WMPQPL. Already off to a rough start here. They're down 1-0, and now off the face-off here. Bulldogs coming in off the rush here with a shot. They'll send it wide. Puck here in the corner. WMPQPL trying to get this one out here. WMPQPL not very good when it comes to giving up the first goal. Question is, can they respond here? As a hit is laid there by Joe Baracone in the neutral zone. And now Timmy Ritchie rushing in. Timmy Ritchie in the middle of the shot. He scores! Timmy Ritchie! And WMPQPL, after giving up the first goal, they get themselves on the board and tie it up at 1. A great response there by Timmy Ritchie. WMPQPL is not that good when, again, they give up the first goal, but they responded quickly. If you want to know what their record is, giving up the first goal, it's currently 1-5. So hopefully things will change again. Now for here in the neutral zone as it's dumped into the PCTI zone. Bulldogs with it, bringing it in here. Puck knocked away here to the corner. As this one's brought around the boards. In front of the net, that puck was loose, but Jack Murphy's on it. He'll skate this one out. Jack Murphy trying to set up something in front of the net there, but no one was there. Braden Klein tried to keep it in there. The puck's loose there in the neutral zone. The Bulldogs will pick up on that one and dump it in. Puck banked off the boards here, and puck out here in the neutral zone as Steven Giancarelli brings it in for WMPQPL. He gets a light shot on goal there, sticked away by Nick Stilianesis. As the Bulldogs will clear this one away into the WMPQPL end. Michael Watt on it here. He will clear it to the side here, but the Bulldogs hold it in. They'll dump this one back here. As Kyle Lappy will play it from behind the net. Bulldogs back with it again with a shot. Save made by Matt Montina. Puck brought around here to the corner. WMPQPL trying to clear it out here, but it's kept in by the Bulldogs. Shot here, and a glove save by Matt Montina. Face off one by the Bulldogs. Shot right there off the draw. Save made by Matt Montina. Puck here behind the net. Bulldogs trying to jam it here from the side. And Matt Montina will hold on to it here. So Bulldogs looking to fire away here. Puck brought out here into the neutral zone. As this one is brought in here. PCTI will clear this one out in the neutral zone here as Steven Giancarelli brings it in here. Battle for here. In the neutral zone, Timmy Ritchie bringing this one in. Puck here. Behind the net here of Nick Stoyanesis, but PCTI will get on it here and take this one out. Braden Klein with it here. Inside WMPQPL zone here. It's to Joe Barcaro here. We're going to get a whistle as WMPQPL holds onto that puck. So face-off will come into the PCTI zone. I believe the puck was played with a high stick there. It was a hand pass here. Puck loose here for Joe Barcaro and a chance there in front of the net. And Nick Stoyanesis with the save there. Shot here by Jake Vandenberg. Blocked by a defender in front of Nick Stoyanesis. Bulldogs will take this one out and dump it into the WMPQPL zone. Battle for here at the corner inside the WMPQPL zone here. Try to clear it away there, but the Bulldogs hold it in right by the blue line. As this one is dumped in here. Bulldogs able to hold it in once again. They'll dump it to the corner. Puck here at the side. As this one is dumped in here still. The Bulldogs putting on some pressure here with a shot here at the side. Matt Montina with the save. He'll cover it up. Puck here behind the net off the face-off. Puck loose there. Jack Murphy will pick up on it here and flip this one up high out to center ice. Chris Kuratala will hustle into this one here. He overskate on that one. And the Bulldogs will take this one out back in the neutral zone. Shot here by the Bulldogs as they bring it in. Pad save by Matt Montina, and he'll cover it up. So defensive zone draw here. And this one will come behind the net again of Matt Montino, or the Bulldogs will pick up on it here, looking to set up. Foul for here again. Kyle Lappy able to clear it from the corner out to center ice. And PCTI trying to dump this one in. This one will fly into the WMPQPL bench. So we're going to get a neutral zone face-off here. And WMPQPL will win this face-off here. Michael Watt gets it to Braden Klein there, who's going to dump this one in. Puck here behind the net of Nick Stoyanesis. PCTI there with it at the corner. Now back behind the net here, bringing this one around. And the Bulldogs clear this one away. And now Joe Barquero try to chip that one back in, but the Bulldogs get to it and clear it away once again. But WMPQPL with another dump in there as they look to set up. Bulldogs there with it at the corner again. They'll skate it out. Joe Barquero there tripped right there. And we got a whistle and a penalty coming up here on the Bulldogs. And our first power play of the game is going to go to WMPQPL. And they need to stay composed on this power play and just find a way to keep it clean here, as the power play has been a little bit of an ugly one for WMPQPL. As again, they've given up a lot of shorthanded goals and just haven't been able to generate any chances here. If done right, WMPQPL can cash in big here. So WMPQPL with the face-off win inside the PCTI zone here. Shot here by Joe Barquero through some traffic and a glove save by Nick Stoyanesis. The penalty was on number 18, that is Zach Soder. He's going to get 2 minutes for tripping. That's the penalty on PCTI. Face-off won by the Bulldogs. And they'll bank it off the glass and clear it away. And now PCTI on the rush here with a potential breakaway chance here with a shot, and they score. The Bulldogs with a shorthanded goal will take a 2-1 lead. As I was just saying here, that is something you cannot be doing on the power play. That is just a bad look there for WMPQPL. Unfortunately, I called that one, saying that you can't give any shorthanded tries, and unfortunately, that's what happens. So Bulldogs back up with a 2-1 lead. Bulldogs will win the faceoff here, but when the Bulldogs players loses their footing, that was Sebastian Rusin. Sam Dearburst with it here. So WMPQPL still on the power play here, with a chance to at least tie it back up here, but just unfortunate here for WMPQPL, looking to come back from behind again here. Timmy Ritchie with a shot here! He scores! Timmy Ritchie again! This time on the power play, and WMPQPL able to tie this one back up here at 2. Beautiful snipe there at the side by Timmy Ritchie. Oh my goodness. Joe Barquero and Sandy Roberts will get the apple. So they will get each the assist for this Timmy Ritchie power play goal. And after giving up that shorthanded goal, WMPQPL has responded and at least has tied this game up. Unfortunate to give up that shorthanded goal, but at least you find a way to respond. Puck here out at center ice. Joe Barquero trying to find that puck there. It was bouncing around and the Bulldogs find it. So Braden Shamble was the one who scored the shorthanded goal for the Bulldogs. And of course then Timmy Ritchie followed up with that power play goal. Foul 4 inside WMPQPL's own zone. Steven Giancarelli gets it out here to center ice. But the Bulldogs bring it back in here with a shot. That one's high and hits the glass. Hustle here for WMPQPL. Looking to get on the break here. A chance, a shot, and we're going to get a penalty, it looks like here. I'm not sure if that one rang off the crossbar. I believe it may have. But yes, we're going to get a penalty regardless, so the Bulldogs going right back in the box here. It's going to be on Dylan Stepnowski, 2 minutes for hooking. Face-off won by WMPQPL. Definitely looking to cash in on this power play once again, but this time hopefully keep it out of their own net. Jack Shrines with it behind the net. Gets it over to Jack Murphy here at the side. Being pressured there. Jack Murphy brings it back to the corner. Jack Murphy to jump back here with a shot here. Save made by Nick Stoyanessis. And this puck is going to pop up and go out of play. Face-off one here by the Bulldogs. And now the Bulldogs looking to try to get on another break here, but Timmy Ritchie back checking there and forces a shot on Matt Montina where he's able to make the glove save. A distant shot there, to be exact. So WMPQPL playing this one along here as Matt Montina played it to Timmy Ritchie as he skates this one back in. Timmy Ritchie on it here. 1 minute and 12 seconds to go here on the man advantage. Joe Barcaro here, and Timmy Ritchie with a shot here. And it's loose there in front of the net of Nick Stoyanessis, but he's able to keep that one away. Joe Barcaro sent it here to the side to Sandy Burst. Now back to Timmy Ritchie with a shot here. And that one hits the outskirts of the post there. Nick Stoyanessis was hugging that post just a bit here. 45 seconds to go. Timmy Ritchie with the one-timer here. He fans on it, but he has the puck again. Gets it back to Sandy Burst here. Gets it over to Joe Barcaro here at the side. He chips it in here to the corner. Battle for the puck. And PCTI will get on it and clear it away. Good pressure by WMPQPL, getting a lot of good chances on this power play here. And 15 seconds to go here. Can WMPQPL get one more rush? Sam Deere bursts on it here. 5 seconds to go as this one's brought in. Puck loose here. Sam Deere bursts on it here, but the penalty is going to come to an end before this puck is knocked loose here. Behind the net of Nick Stoyanessis as PCTI is able to clear it away. Michael Watt on it here. Puck loose here. Bulldogs pick up on it here, but it's broken up here by Chris Curtalo. And now Sam DeRoberts bringing it in for WMPQPL against three PCTI defenders there. And PCTI tries to clear it away, but it was kept in by Joe Barcaro for a second, but he was not able to keep it in. Now the Bulldogs skating this one in. Braden Klein able to pressure one of the PCTI players to the corner here, but they keep it in here with a shot and a save made by Matt Montina. Loads of action here in this first period. 4 goals to be exact, as we're sitting here tied at 2. Been a pretty entertaining one. So defensive zone draw coming up here for WMPQPL. And the face-off is won by WMPQPL, where Braden Klein will play it around here to the opposite corner. Now for here, Michael Watt trying to get on here. Chris Cortalo keeping that one away from in front of the net there, but the Bulldogs will dump this one back in. Puck here at the corner. Bulldogs still on it here, taking a shot there, but they're going to send that one wide. That was Caden Novella. Now for here at the corner, it's knocked loose here. Chris Cortalo able to skate this one out here, and he'll dump it in. to the PCTI zone. As WMPQPL will get some fresh legs on the ice. Kate Novella bringing it in for the Bulldogs. WMPQPL able to get this one out of their own end. The Bulldogs will dump it back in from center ice. Puck here knocked at the corner. Bulldogs not able to keep it in here. They'll dump it in off the glass. Puck here behind the net. Matt Montino settling it there for Kyle Lappy. Kyle Lappy there checked. And now PCTI rushing in here. With a shot there, they'll send it wide. As we reach our final minute to go in the first period. Steven Giancarelli will dump this one in from center ice to the corner inside of PCTI zone. PCTI will take this one out to center ice, send the reverse there on it. Tries to get it past to Joe Barricaro, looks like, but it's broken up there by Zach Soder as he gets a shot here coming in, and it's saved by Mal Montina. Shot here by the Bulldogs, they'll send it wide. PCTI setting up here, shot blocked, looks like by their own player, but the Bulldogs hold on to it still. 20 seconds to go here. Bulldogs now will keep it in. As this one's out at center ice, the Bulldogs will be forced to dump it in and tag back up. 11 seconds to go here in the first period. The Bulldogs putting on some good pressure now. WMPQPL looking to get out of this one. Tied at 2 here. Puck brought around the boards here with 4 seconds to go. Battle for it here, and this one's flipped up high as the buzzer sounds, and that'll do it here for our first period for the semifinal round between the 3-seeded WMPQPL hockey team and the 2-seeded PCTI Bulldogs. A very entertaining first period here. 4 goals scored as we'll enter the first intermission tied at 2. Overall, though, pretty decent first period, though, but WMPQPL has to clean some things up, especially on the special teams. You know, they gave up the first goal of the game, but they quickly responded. It was Timmy Ritchie tying it up at 1. And then, of course, WMPQPL on the power play gave up a shorthanded goal, which has been a frequent issue with their power play as of late, or just in general. It's been pretty streaky with that shorthanded goal problem. But despite giving up the shorthanded goals to give PCTI the 1-goal lead, they were able to respond on that same power play to tie it up at 2. So at least despite, hurting yourself there, at least you're able to respond to keep it a tie game. So, anyways, my name is Tyler Kossak here at Icefall for the Passaic County Tournament semifinal round here at Icefall. We will see you shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to TJK Network as we get ready for the second period coming underway shortly here at Icefall Arena for this semifinal matchup between the 3-seeded WMPQPL hockey team and the 2-seeded PCTI Bulldogs. It's been an entertaining first period. Both teams here with 2 goals each, tied at 2. As we get into this second period, the shots on goal, PCTI out-tuned WMPQPL by 4 at 9-5. Overall, been a pretty entertaining first period, but WMPQPL needs to clean up a couple mistakes, a little bit there and there, but it wasn't a bad first period. Again, after they gave up the first goal, they immediately responded, and then, of course, their power play, which has been the weak spot of this team, they gave up a shorthanded goal, but on that same power play, they at least were able to respond and get it back tied at 2. That's where we stand right now. But if WMPQPL can even out those small issues and not have them lead into bigger problems, they can certainly play well and win this game. So hopefully WMPQPL is all composed here after the first intermission here, which is the longer one. So Zamboni came out and cut the ice. It's all fresh. They do that for all the or not postseason, just playoff and county matchups and the cup games. They always do the ice cutting for the first intermission. So here we are, as we get ready for our second period face-off. And here we go. Face off here, brought to the side. WMPQPL is able to pick up on it and dump it into the Bulldogs' end. Puck loose there. Timmy Ricciani here gets it to Joe Barricaro there. Joe Barricaro taking a shot there to the side, but not able to get it on net. Board battle here on the opposite end. PCTI looking to clear it out, but WMPQPL looking to hold this one in here. But the Bulldogs will bank it off the boards and take this one out. PCTI will enter in here and get a shot on goal here. Save made by Matt Montina. Face off loose here. WMPQPL trying to get it out here, but PCTI able to hold it in here. PCTI looking to set up something in front. Oh my goodness, what a save made by Matt Montina. Stretching that pad out there. And WMPQPL will clear this one away. And it will wind up in the PCTI zone there. No icing, as it was banked in. Foul for here at the corner, as WMPQPL looks to get something going in the offensive zone. Loose puck there at the boards. For pops loose here, PCTI will get this one out here. Bulldogs bringing it in here. K. Novella trying to get a chance there, but he'll lose an edge as he falls down. But K. Novella back with the puck. Here is a shot and a save made by Matt Montina. Another try there by PCTI, but the whiff on that one. And now WMPQPL skating this one through the neutral zone as they bring it in here as Michael Watt takes a shot there, but it's going to go wide. PCTI will clear this one out to center ice. And now PCTI skating this one in here, a chance here, and a shot there, and they'll send it wide. Puck battle here. Timmy Ritchie now on it as he brings it in. Timmy Ritchie with a shot. He scores! What a goal! A hat trick for Timmy Ritchie, and WMPQPL leads 3-2. What an absolute beautiful goal! Oh my God! Say the word here. Ew! That was a filthy goal. Oh my goodness. Timmy Ritchie with 3 goals in this game here. Face off here, won by WMPQPL. Jack Murphy bringing it in here, but he'll lose that puck there. And now the Bulldogs will clear this one away. Kyle Abbey playing this one back out here to center ice. Bulldogs on it now. As they'll bring this one in here from the neutral zone. Matt Montina will have to make a save there as this one's brought away. WMPQPL able to get the clear as this one makes its way into the PCTI zone. Jack Strians there. Played it over to Sam Dearburst, who tries to skate this one in here. He's being tied up there by 2 PCTI defenders, and the Bulldogs are able to get this puck back. PCTI will send it to the corner here. PCTI with a chance here in front, and they score. And this game is tied at 3. Just a weird bounce, unfortunate for WMPQPL. Let's take a look here. So you can see it from the side. You can see it bank off the corner here, and that puck just had enough power there to bounce there off that corner board and just find its way to a PCTI player As they were able to generate a chance there, it is Liam Drazik who's going to get this tying goal here, assisted by Zach Soder and Kyle Madeira. So we're back here even at 3. It's been a wild game here. 6 goals in total. Now for here. Inside WMPQPL's own zone here. Timmy Ritchie having trouble with that puck there. Able to knock it loose from Michael Watt. He's going to get this one out here. Joe Barricaro now on it as he brings it in here. Joe Barricaro tries to get to Timmy Ritchie. Not able to get the pass there. Steven Giancarelli able to keep it in here. And now a shot here and a save by Nick Stylianesis. He'll cover it up. Face off, won by WMPQPL. Try to get a chance in front of the net there, but couldn't capitalize on that. And WMPQPL will have to re-enter the zone here. But the Bulldogs have in their own ends here. Jake Vandenberg looking to keep it in. Michael Watt there at center ice getting it to Sam DeRoberto. And now Joe Barricaro on it. Over to Timmy Ritchie with a shot there. There's a sharp angle one there. Unfortunately, he'll send that one wide. This puck will carry him its way all the way into WMPQPL's own ends. Matt Martina settling that one behind the net there as WMPQPL looks to get this one out as they'll chip it out. Bulldogs sending it in here, and Matt Martina will have to make a save there. He'll play this one to Jake Vandenberg. PCTI keeps this one in here. Shot here by the Bulldogs, and it's blocked, and it will deflect up and out of play. Face-off brought to the side here. WMPQPL tries to get it out here, but PCTI able to hold it in here as this one is sent up high to the glass. Puck here at the corner. WMPQPL looking to battle for you. This puck makes its way all the way to Matt Martina, where he'll make a save. Bulldogs holding it in here as they'll dump it in here. As this puck carries its way to the corner here, and it'll pop loose here to Sam DeRoberto. Puck here, behind the net here. Chris Cortello getting it over to Sam DeRoberto. As Jack Murphy tries to battle for this one here. But you can't hold on to that one. Brandon Klein will chip this one in. He'll go off a PCTI player, so no icing on WMPQPL. We continue on here. Brandon Klein will send this one in here. Bulldogs on it here. As they'll lose that puck there as they try to enter the WMPQPL zone. Shot here by PCTI as they try to enter in. This one goes high and out of play. Foul foot off the drop. PCTI will win this one here. As they'll dump this one in here. As this puck here is loose behind the net here. And it'll pop its way to Timmy Ritchie. He tries to get it out. And Timmy Ritchie's taken down there. No call. We'll play on here. Bodies flying everywhere here. PCTI still with it inside the WMPQPL D zone here. Joe Barcaro finds it here. And we'll skate this one out here. Joe Barcaro taking a shot here. Save made by Nick Stoyanessis. Puck wrapped around the boards here. Puck now here on the neutral zone. Joe Barcaro finds it. Gets it to Timmy Ritchie. Timmy Ritchie with a shot here. Blocked by his stick. PCTI clears this one away. Won't be an ice, and the puck slows down in time. Michael Watt there. We'll play this one back out here to the neutral zone with his puck will carry him its way out of play. So neutral zone draw coming up here. And PCTI will win this faceoff here. Looking to get a shot here. Save made by Matt Montina. The rebound. And Matt Montina with a save here. Beautiful save by Matt Montina. So defensive zone draw coming up here. Face-off one by the Bulldogs. Shot here. Save made by Matt Montina. He'll cover up the rebound. Shots on goal currently. It's 14-8 in favor of PCTI. PCTI out shooting WMPQPL in the shots department, but we're tied even at 3. Timmy Ritchie able to clear this one out to center ice here. As this one makes its way all the way into the PCTI zone. Timmy Ritchie trying to battle for that puck there, but the Bulldogs with it here as they skate this one into WMPQPL zone end again. PCTI with a shot here, deflected, and I believe it was blocked. As this puck makes its way to the side here. Bulldogs still on it. Battle for here behind the net of Matt Montina. As this puck here is brought to the side here. Joe Barcaro will get it out here. And he'll send it to Timmy Ritchie. Timmy Ritchie gets it to Joe Barcaro with a shot. He'll send it high to the glass there. Rebound. It's loose. But a save made by Nick Stoyanessis. PCTI will find that loose puck and get it out. Joe Barcaro laying the body there. He'll lay another one as well on top of it. Timmy Ritchie trying to find that puck there. As this one is dumped into the PCTI zone here. Bulldogs now with a 2-on-1 here as WMPQPL loses the net. Here with a shot. And that one completely goes wide. Now WMPQPL rushing in. Timmy Ritchie on it. Loses the puck there, but Joe Barcaro recovers it. Shot there by Barcaro. And that one's high to the glass. Now Montina coming out of his net here as this puck makes its way all the way into the D zone here. They settle the puck for Jake Vandenberg. And now Jack Murphy here at the side with it. As he gets it out to center ice. PCTI sends it in for the neutral zone. Gloved by Matt Montina. He'll play it along to Jake Vandenberg. Timmy Ritchie clears it away. 5:22 to go in our second period. It's been an entertaining one. Tied even at 3. Now Montina coming out of his net there to play it at the corner. Puck makes its way across to the opposite end. PCTI, we're going to battle for it here as this one. It's bounced around here, loose in front of the net here with a shot, and they'll send it wide. And WMPQPL will clear this one away, and it will be an icing. So defensive zone draw coming up here. WMPQPL will get some fresh legs on the ice there. Face off fun by WMPQPL. Kyle Lappy here with it at the corner. Banked it to the side here, but the Bulldogs are able to hold it in here. Puck here behind the net. Lappy back on it. Lappy using the boards there to get it out, and he does. PCTI is getting this one a bit back in their own zone before they play it out here to center ice as they look for a new entry point. Puck loose here at the side. Foul for here. Jack Murphy able to clear it out here. PCTI looking to bring it in here, but WMPQPL on it. Able to keep it away here. The puck back inside the Bulldog zone. Puck out here in the neutral zone. PCTI gets it in here. A shot off the mask of Matt Martinez. That one goes up and out of play. Face off fun by WMPQPL. Brendan Klein being pressured there at the corner. Inside his own end here. Timmy Ritchie on it. Gets it over to Joe Barricaro as he skates this one into the PCTI zone. Joe Barricaro coming to a speed here. Shot. Save made by Nick Stoyanidis from the short angled shot right there. WMPQPL dumps this one back into the PCTI zone here. Bulldogs taking this one out here. Chance here in front of that here for the Bulldogs. And a shot there. It's blocked by a bunch of traffic. Shot here. Save it by Matt Montina. The rebound there is loose. And Matt Montina finds it. Face off right around here to the opposite corner as WMPQPL is able to chip it out here. As PCTI brings it back in here. PCTI, we're going to get a chance here and they score. And PCTI now takes the lead at 4-3. Not a good second period for WMPQPL. So that goal will go to Britton Shamble, assisted by Sebastian Rusin. So the Bulldogs with the lead now, 4-3. So WMPQPL will need to look to respond here. Try to tie this game back up again. As Matt Montino will come out of his net and make that save there and cover that one up. Puck here, behind the net, off the face-off. PCTI with a shot, they'll send it wide. PCTI with a chance in front here. And that one's broken up here. Joe Barcaro on here. Joe Barcaro coming in with speed here. Joe Barcaro tries to get to Timmy Ritchie. Couldn't get the pass there. Chance there for Timmy Ritchie, but it's broken up. Pass here to Sam DeBurse, not able to hold on to it. Shot here, and that one goes wide. Puck knocked up high here, kept in the zone. A little bit of a scrum there. Now PCTI rushing in here, 2-on-2 with a shot. Save it by Montina. The rebound there, broken up. As this one's cleared away. 1:33 to go in our second period here. So this puck went into the benches. PCTI bench. Yeah, so we're going to have another neutral zone draw coming up here. Kyle Lappy will dump this one in here. As this one winds up to the side of the net of Nick Stoyanessis here. Puck kept in by Jack Shrines. As WMPQPL looks to get something going here, but this one's broken up. And now PCTI trying to rush in here. What a good stick check there by Kyle Lappy. And we got a whistle here. And we're going to get a penalty. It'll be on WMPQPL. So the first power play for PCTI coming up. It's going to be a big kill coming up for WMPQPL. As WMPQPL trails by 1. It'll be Jack Science called for slashing. So 2 minutes here for PCTI on the man advantage. As they look to set something up here. 1 minute to go here in this second period here as a shot right there by the Bulldogs is saved by Matt Montina. Shot here, sent wide, the rebound, and they score. Power play goal here for the Bulldogs. They'll take a 2-goal lead at 5-3. Disaster of a second period here for WMPQPL. They did take the 1-goal lead briefly, but PCTI has scored 3 of their own and now lead by 2 at 5-3. WMPQPL's slump has been unacceptable. 1-4 in the last 5 games. Things have not been right, and they can fall under 500 after this game tonight if they're not able to find themselves back in it. Now Montino will glove this one here, but play it along. So Kay Novello will get the power play goal here. It'll be assisted by Andrew D and Derek Fass. Puck out here in the neutral zone as Terry skates it in here with a shot. Blocker save by Nick Stoyanessis. Michael Watt able to keep the rebound in here to try to get another chance here for WMPQPL, but PCTI says no. They'll clear this one away, and we'll get a Bulldogs icing with 9.6 seconds to go in the second period. Puck right around the boards out the face-off here. Kept in by Timmy Ritchie with a shot here, and that one's no good. And that'll do it here for our second period here. As PCTI will hold a 2-goal lead going into the second intermission. WMPQPL has a lot of work to do if they want to get themselves back into here. So your shots on goal here after the second period. PCTI outshoots WMPQPL 22-10 and lead 5-3. So again, a lot of work to do if WMPQPL wants to get themselves back into here. Anyways, my name is Tarek Azek here at Iceville for the Passaic County Tournament semifinals. We will be back shortly for our second intermission. Welcome back, everybody, to TJK NETWORK as we get ready for the third period coming up shortly. WMPQPL currently trails 5-3 against PCTI Bulldogs, being outshot 22-10. WMPQPL, Timmy Ritchie with a hat trick, made it a 3-2 lead for WMPQPL, but ever since then, they've allowed 3 straight PCTI goals and currently trail 5-3. They need to get something going here. But they'll have plenty of time here in the third period to try to find a way to come back in this. So we'll just have to see. Also, the PK, after having a great stretch, has been struggling lately. They allowed 3 power play goals, if I'm not mistaken, to Wayne in the previous game. And PCTI got their first power play goal at the end of near the end of the second period, and it was a one and done. PCTI got it. Not a good thing for WMPQPL. But again, plenty of time here in this third period to try to find 2 goals. So here we are, so get ready for our third period face-off. So here we go. As PCTI will dump this one off the draw. Valentino settles it there for Jack Shrines, who sends this one to side to Timmy Ritchie. Timmy Ritchie not able to clear it out. Puck here at the corner loose. Foul 4 here. As this one is dumped in here. This one cleared away here. And the puck now inside the PCTI zone. As they cleared away from their own end. Now PCTI coming in with some numbers here with a shot. And a save made by Matt Montina. So, defensive zone draw coming up here for WMPQPL. As this faceoff's brought to the side here, it'll make its way to Matt Montina. He'll cover it up. Got 4 here off the draw. It's loose. WMPQPL picks up on it here. Send reversal. Banking to the side here. The Bulldogs looking to keep it in here. And it's cleared out by WMPQPL. PCTI will dump it back in though. Puck here behind the net. Now sent to the side. Shot here by the Bulldogs, blocked. They keep it in. Another try here. Save made by Matt Montina. Another try again, blocked by PCTI's own skater. Shot here again. And another save by Matt Montina. Our defensive zone draw coming up here for WMPQPL. Puck here, banked around the boards off the face-off here. The Bulldogs, though, keeping the pressure going, yet also defending their 2-goal lead. Joe Barcaro on it here. As this one's dumped in here. PCTI will get it out, though, and bring this one back into the WMPQPL zone here with Shire in the score. PCTI now with a 3-goal lead at 6-3. The disaster continues here for WMPQPL here. They can't keep pucks out of their own net. It's starting to get frustrating now. It still says 5-3 on our scoreboard for some reason, when it should say 6-3. PCTI coming in again. Couldn't get a shot off there. It was broken up. For some reason, it still says 5-3 on our scoreboard. Not sure why exactly. And it looks like they just fixed it here. So 6-3 PCTI. The goal was by Braden Shamble. Timmy Ritchie on it here. He'll dump it in. PCTI with it here as Kay Novell will skate it out here for the Bulldogs. And we'll dump it into the WMPQPL zone. Puck here loose at the corner. This is knocked away to the side here. And a glove save by Matt Montina. Obviously, when we do release this footage, it'll say 6-3 on the scoreboard, so it'll sound strange what I'm saying, because we'll definitely edit the scoreboard correctly, so it's not delayed when it changes. Puck here behind the net.
Goal for the hat trick, number 28, Brandon Shamble.
So Brandon Shamble with the hat trick, as that is his 3rd goal of the game, to make it a 3-goal lead for the Bulldogs. PCTI still putting on pressure here. With a chance here in front of the net, and Matt Montina. Puck still loose. As Matt Montina squirms around the net there, it's knocked away. Sam the Roberts here with it. As he'll dump it in here. Foul for here in the neutral zone. Jake Vandenberg gets it to Michael Watt. He's going to chip this one all the way into the PCTI zone. This one's banked to the side here. Foul for here. Joe Barcaro on it here. Tries to get to Timmy Ritchie, but it's broken up. As this one's knocked away here. Steven Giancarelli bound for here. As this one's sent across here, and the Bulldogs will bring it in. Slap shot here. And a save made by Matt Montina with the blocker. That slap shot was by Zach Soder. Puck battle behind the net of Matt Montina. This one's brought around here. Bulldogs keep it in. And now, a pass out here to Timmy Ritchie on the breakaway with a shot. And a save made by Nick Stoyanessis. An unfortunate sequence there for WMPQPL. They had a chance to make it a 2-goal game. But Nick Stoyanessis with a big save there. Joe Beccaro tries to pass it across here, but couldn't find anybody. Now the Bulldogs bringing it in here. This one's right around the boards. Shot here, blocked. Another shot there, saved by Matt Montina, and the rebound is swept away and cleared. And we'll have an icing here on WMPQPL. Foul for it off the draw here. This one wraps around the boards here. Jack Murphy trying to foul for it here. And this one is stolen away here. Michael Wade will keep this one in here. Foul for it in front of the net of Nick Stoyanessis. It pops loose in the air, and PCTI will skate this one out here into WMPQPL's own zone here. And PCTI will dump this one in. And now PCTI bringing it in once again. PCTI with a shot and a save made by Matt Montina. So defensive zone draw coming up here with 7:52 to go in our third period. Foul for it off the face-off here. As this one's brought around the boards here. And this one's cleared out into the neutral zone. Foul for it out in the neutral zone. PCTI able to hold on to it and dump it right back in. Foul for it here at the corner. Steven Giancarelli on it here. And we'll send this one all the way across here into PCTI's own zone there. Jake Vandenberg there in the neutral zone trying to chip it back in, but the Bulldogs intercept on it. And Steven Giancarelli will intercept on PCTI trying to bring it in. Timmy Ritchie bringing it in here. Timmy Ritchie with a shot. Save made by Nick Stoyanessis. Shot here at the side. Another save by Nick Stoyanessis. Kyle Lappy on it here. Gets it out to Joe Beccaro here. Now over to Timmy Ritchie. Timmy Ritchie on it here. Loses the puck. It's broken up. But turnover here to Jack Murphy for a second, but PCTI steals it back. Bulldogs bring it in here. Puck here. The side inside of WMPQPL's own zone here. Shot here. Blocked away by Matt Montina. And this one is cleared out to center ice. Kyle Lappy there. Turns it over. And PCTI with a chance there, but it's broken up by Jack Murphy. As this one is cleared away here. It will not be an ice, and the puck slows down enough before hitting that red line. Turnover here. As there we go. Timmy Ritchie there trying to get it past Joe Beccaro, but couldn't get it. And this puck will make its way all the way into WMPQPL's own ends. PCTI still on a year with a shot. They'll send it wide. Jack Murphy there will clear it away. Puck out here in center ice. Sandy reverse on it for a second before it's broken up by PCTI. And now Timmy Ritchie trying to look for it there, but the Bulldogs hold on. Dumped in here by the Bulldogs. Puck here at the corner. PCTI trying to get a shot off there, but they whiff on it. And WMPQPL will knock this one away. Now Timmy Ritchie with it here. Joe Barcaro on it here. No, and it's stopped by Nick Stoyanesis. This one's cleared out back to center ice. Dugborough on it there, but couldn't get the pass there. Now PCTI rushing in here with a shot, and the save made by Matt Montina as that one goes up and out of play. Face off won by the Bulldogs. They'll try to get a shot there, but that one's going to creep wide. Battle for it here. Puck's still loose. And now Sam DeRobertis on it, bringing this one in. It's TI within their own zone here. 3:30 to go in this third period. This is TI with a shot here. Save made by Matt Montina. The rebound. And that one goes wide. WMPQPL within their own zone. They'll get it out. Steven Jankaroy chips in here, and it'll be gloved by Nick Stoyanesis. As they play it along here. Zach Soder looking for that puck there. Knocked loose there. As the slap shot there is saved by Matt Montina. That was Brendan Shamble. Jake Vandenberg on it here. We'll clear it away, but the Bulldogs will send it right back in. Jake Vandenberg will chip this one in from the neutral zone. As this one's sticked up high here, PCTI will keep it in play as they bring it right again into WMPQPL's own zone here. PCTI trying to get a chance here in front of the net. It's broken up. PCTI still putting on pressure here with a shot. And a save made by Matt Montina. That one kind of squeaked its way through him, but he was able to find it to stop play here with a minute 36 to go in the third period. It has been a disastrous game overall by WMPQPL, as again, things have just not been going well for this team in their last 6 games, as they're going to fall under 500 after tonight, after being 6-3 at the midpoint in the season. PCTI still holding it in here with a shot. And we got a hit here, a little late one, after the play was stopped. Shots on goal here is 31-14 in favor of PCTI. Just been a bad night here for WMPQPL in every department. So we're going to have offsetting penalties, it seems. One will go to Kate Novella, and we'll see what the other one is. It's on one of the WMPQPL captains. I believe it's Joe Baracaro, which means that'll probably be it for his night. We'll see if we get 4-on-4 or just 2 bench minors. So we'll see what we do here with the penalties. Looks like it would just be 2 bench minors. You know, PCTI has a penalty under them for 2 minutes. You know, it's not the case here. Once again, there's 5 skaters out there, so it is 5-on-5 regardless. So a minute and 10 to go here in the third period. PCTI with a shot there. It'll send it wide as they keep this one inside the WMPQPL zone. Now Timmy Ricciani here looking to get it out as we reach our final minute to go in the third period. Timmy Ricciani here with a shot, and that one doesn't go. Another try here and a glove save by Nick Stoyanesis. So your final score for the other county game, the 1 seed Wayne versus the 4 seed Clifton, it was a 6-0 domination by top seeded Wayne. And Billy DeMio is definitely one of those 3 stars of the game. He had an absolute performance. Shout out to my color commentator and my great friend. Love that kid. Absolute beast out on the ice and a beast when he's here with us on the color commentary. And I definitely wish luck to Billy and his Wayne hockey team against the PCTI Bulldogs. Valentino turned it over here, and a shot by the Bulldogs is going to ring off the post. 20 seconds to go here in the third period. Puck right around the boards here. 5 seconds to go in this game. And that is going to do it here. As PCTI will make their way back to the county final once again to try to four-peat and have a rematch against the Wayne hockey team. Unfortunate performance here by WMPQPL. Just could not stop the PCTI offense. As again, the struggles have been real. So here come the handshakes. We'll be sure to get a picture of that. So that'll do it here for our county tournament matchup. Number 2 seeded PCTI defeats WMPQPL with a final score of PCTI 6 and WMPQPL 3, outshooting WMPQPL 32-15. WMPQPL is 1-5 now in their last 6 games. They have not been able to put it together, and the struggles continue here. It has just been a rough patch here. But for PCTI, they'll make their way back to the county final and will rematch against the Wayne hockey team to try to four-peat as county champions. So anyways, that'll do it here on TJK Network. Your final score once again, PCTI 6, WMPQPL 3. Your shots on goal, PCTI 32 and WMPQPL at 15. So Down to it here on TJK NETWORK. WMPQPL is eliminated from the tournament, unfortunately, and will fall down to a losing record now at 7-8-0 on the season. Just been bad stretch here. They need to get something going immediately before they let their season slip away. And for PCTI, they'll come back to an even 500 record. They'll advance to 7-7-1, and again, we'll take on the number 1 seed, Wayne, for a county final rematch of last year, and PCTI will look to 4-peat. Anyways, my name is Tyler Kazazak here on the TJK NETWORK radio station. We'll be sure to get out that video footage within 1 to 2 days. Our quickest ETA is overnight. So again, we thank you guys for watching, or excuse me, listening to this radio broadcast here at Asphalt Arena, and we will get the recording out to you as soon as possible to watch. So that'll do it here. We will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Peace out.